Yeah, but like, dude and Chara and like,
I get fucked in next rank by it.
maybe it is stupid, but like, why did Enperry not get burst bombing jet? Nogami, explain to me. Why did we give it curling splashdown?
Okay. So can I give my little video essay?
Splashdown Royale.
Can I give my little essay about Emperor?
Yeah.
So hear me out. Emperor sucks. Wow, shocker. But hear me out. The reason it sucks, it's just the worst Tetra. So tell me, what does Emperor do? It cannot paint for special because it has splashdown. Doesn't have a bomb. It's good at fighting. Yes. It's good at starting fights. Yes. It's good at trading. Yes. It's good at skirmishing. Yes. You know who does that better though? Tetra. Has more range, more movement, shittier DPS. Yes, has shittier DPS. But it moves better, has longer range, and it has a bomb.
It has the best special in the game, Roof Fighter.
And if it doesn't have a bomb, it has Zipcaster, which I genuinely think Zipcaster is very fucking strong right now. If you
Top tier.
I agree with Peter here.
Same with V Stamper.
Yeah.
Like,
Splashdown is better than Roof Ladder, except in zones. Though zones, Ladder in zones is actually a special. I have to admit it. That shit's stupid. It's not good, but like, it's a cheese, right? And hear me out. Yes, Splashdown might be better, but hot take, people disagree with me on this. But Tetra is a better main weapon than Viduli. Main weapon.
oh, definitely.
Many people say me so otherwise, like main weapon-wise in the vacuum. That range is so fucking big balls, bro. What the fuck? You see what that guy did? He watched it. He directed someone in. I'm clipping that. Wait, what's the clip button? Alright, so I was saying, it's just like, yeah, Viduli has insane DPS and insane paint. It's very flexible, cool. But like, Tetra, it's only good at fighting, cool. But it's so fucking good at it. Which is ironic, because Tetra has so many shitty matchups. It's just a difficult weapon. Once you master it, you can just fight so well with it. If you don't fight, you drag people away from your objective. I prefer Emperors. Yeah, that's preference. That's cool. But like, it does take more time to get used to. Definitely, Tetra is very difficult. It's a one-trick weapon, in my opinion.
I don't know why Vidali would be the better main.
Paint and DPS.
Like, yeah,
and
paint, but
that would be like the
yeah,
candidate.
I think the end lag is probably the best reason.
I will say fire rate because that's just one of the biggest weaknesses from these weapons, DPS.
Yeah.
But I understand why you like more Viduli though.
I feel like paint isn't what you pick a dually for.
Oh, Viduli can be your painter in the comp.
It can.
You can play shooterless Viduli.
Yeah. But that's more of like the kit. Like, Suction Crab is a shooter kit.
It is.
Like, like in S3, Vidali is just a shooter with dodge rolls, as opposed to stuff like N-Parry that's like a dually, you know?
But like, I feel like even though Tetra is in a very bad spot right now, it's a very bad matchup, it's a very bad meta for Tetra. If you are mechanically good enough with it, and yes, people say mechanics don't matter, but hear me out. So the main reason people stop playing Tetra is because you can do that with any tactical weapon. You can do that with any weapon that has tactical. You can do that with V-Shot now, with the skirmishing, with the movement part, right? But what other weapon has 4 dodge rolls?
Squelcher!
Oh yeah, but Squelcher's a tickle gun. Yeah, same thing with Squelcher. But you know, like, people say, oh, but like, any weapon can do Tetra's job. Yeah, but if the Tetra is a mechanical god, no other weapon can do it like Tetra. No, there's no skirmishing like Tetra really. Like, having 4 rolls with like that outranges every short range shooter in the game, it's kind of crazy. Please give me ingress. No, fuck.
Lameo.
But like, I'll say the hardest part about Tetra though is like making sure your deaths actually do something. Like, you will die. Like in comp, I die about 11 times. Oh,
The Cordero like Cetrus.
A little bit.
What?
Nah, not really. I don't really like that. What do you mean? I don't think I like Tetra. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Tetris, like, you really have to like know where your teammates are, what are their fighting capabilities, where the enemy team is, in what of status on the objective, how close are you to special, map control, how is it looking, what weapons do they have, do they have a roller? If they have a roller and I drop in this part of the area, I will get one shot. And then there's so much shit you have to think about at the same time. It's actually so fucking difficult. But Peter, like pretty much like with Tetra, the hardest part, like mechanically it's a difficult weapon. But like the hardest part is like the game sense part, because like it's the only weapon in the game, one of the only weapons in the game, that something bad like feeding can be good if you are good enough with it. Because you really have to think how to guide people away from the objective, when to push, when not to push. When are you going to feed? When are you going to play for kills? When are you going to play slow, wait for special? And
I have 15 more Garfield stickers.
And the funniest part about it all,
Sticky
Peter,
notes.
the funniest part about it is that you can do this perfectly, but if your team does not know how to play with Tetra, it doesn't matter.
That's fucking Kyoshi! Dude!
Like,
I know those guys.
If your team does not understand Tetra pacing, regardless of your thinking process, you will not be able to play the game. And it sucks. And it's not a really skill thing. It's a playstyle thing as well, of like understanding. Because not everyone can play with the Tetra. And I'm not saying again because of skill, there's nothing like you really need a very adaptive and fast playstyle. It's not fast all the time, because if you go fast all the time, you will feed yourself and you will be able to be forced, because there will be two people feeding instead of one person feeding. So like, you need to adapt to the Tetra perfectly. And if you don't, regardless of how good the Tetra is, there's nothing they can do to win, unless they run into 1v4 and kill everyone with mechanics only. But for that, then your team has to be kind of dookie at the game for it. So yeah. And what's funny is that you have so many shitty matchups. Tetra's only good at fighting. It's not like, for example, Viduli has also has worse matchups than Tetra, right? But Viduli is good at painting and playing for special and spamming bombs, and not spamming bombs because it's suction bomb. You don't really play sub-saber LD on it. You play combat, but like you don't really spam bombs with Viduli that much. You play for other parts of your weapon, right? You can skirmish too. You don't have that much end lag. Not enough movement, not enough range. It's easy to punish, but like you can play for special. You can play for your suction bomb that stalls and paint this part of the map. Tetra paint's like shit, but Tetra paint's really good for itself. Tetra paint's awful for the team. It doesn't have a special for retake at all. And if it has a decent special, it's gonna have a sprinkler, so you cannot spam bombs at all. You can throw sprinklers at them, which can only do so much, right? So you're forced to fight and only fight in a meta where you find Nautilus, you find Squeezers, you find Stampers, you find Pencils. All these matchups I'm telling you are awful for Tetra. Like, we're talking dog shit matchups. Like, if you're a Stamper, if you play one of those weapons I mentioned and you are constantly losing to a Tetra, you need a gigantic check on positioning. Because like, if you play those weapons properly, a Tetra will not be able to approach you whatsoever. And what's the only thing a Tetra can do in these games is approaching you. Or like, make them, like as a Tetra, the best thing you can do there is make them rush you down. Or make them, like, bait them into you. So that they're looking at you instead of your team. And you will die, you will go negative, and you will like, feed. But that's the point of the weapon. If you do it properly, those deaths will actually be useful for the team. So that's why Tetra is so fucked up right now. And guess what? Tetra's good against short-range shooters. Cool. But like, now that cooler is the thing. Now what? Short-range shooters are as fast as Tetra. Or not as fast, but almost as fast. You know, you have an idea how easy it is as an NSAP to run circles on the Tetra when you have cooler on? Like, yeah. It, like, you really, like, Tetras get kind of fucked by cooler because, like, short-range shooters that used to get fucked by Tetra, now, with cooler on, with that insane maximum speed and maximum intensify action, you can just run circles around it and punish the unlag more than before. You can ask me anything about this weapon, I'll answer it. I love it. Because something I like about this weapon specifically is something I like about games in general, which is why I like Doom Eternal so much, is the fast-paced game that makes you really, really think about what you're doing. Like we're talking very, very fast-paced. That also has a lot of strategy to it. Splatoon is one of those games. Holy fuck, that shot was crazy. Splatoon's one of those games, right? Which is a better kit? Oof. Okay, wait. Like, I'm gonna pause for a minute. That's an interesting question.
Oh no.
Okay, so Tetra having bad matchups. Aloe Bomb really helps. You can just bomb them out. So yeah, in theory, I would say that Dark Tetra will be better, kind of, because you have a bomb to deal with the bad matchups. But like, Caster is so fucking good right now that I'm willing to say that Tetra can be better depending on the comp. And the muscle. If you're playing zones, I'm sorry, but you're stuck on the ladder, yo. But like in a good Caster map, I feel like Tetra is worth playing Caster over Rift Slider, which is something people like disagreed with before. People used to say that Tetra is better, and I used to say the same thing too, because you have no idea how important it is to have a lethal with Tetra. Like having a bomb that's made to like stall out or to like damage people, to like push them away, it's so fucking important to help its awful matchups. Because like I said, Tetra is only good at fighting, but like it has so many unplayable shitty matchups. Like it's difficult, so you have to be really good at magic. I went back that guy. That was crazy. So like, yeah, Album's better, but Caster, like, holy fuck, you can do so much things with it. Like, if you are very creative, oh, like this guy got shit on. If you're like very creative, and you're like good with Sid, I feel like Letra can get more value than Dark Tetra, in my personal humble opinion. But I could be wrong. I could personally be wrong. And also, Sid is like if used properly, Sid can be very good against Pencil. So yeah, that's another reason. Your slider sucks against Chargers, so like, you know. So yeah, I think like depending on the situation and the player, Letra can be better. You just have to be better at dealing with bad matchups without a bomb. Once you master that, Letra's definitely better. But like, just having a bomb makes the weapon so much easier. But Letra is definitely harder though, because not only you have to be hard, especially in the game. Like I said many times, you don't have a bomb. So like, it's Tetra that rewards you more for having an actual special, an actual like skill expression on it. But you have to work 20 times as hard to make it work, because you lose the only benefit of the kit, and you have the hard special. So now imagine you're playing tower control on, let's say, fucking ship shape, right? And you're playing Letra, right? And the enemy team has complete control over your plat. Not your plat, your court, right? What do? On Dark Tetra, you spam auto bombs, and you see where they are, and use that to take advantage. I'm going to lose my shit. Jenner, I got another ingress. So yeah, with Tetra you do that, but with Letra, what do? What the fuck do? You cannot retake with Caster. I mean, you can distract it a little bit, but there's a high chance of dying if you Caster into the enemy, into 4 people of the enemy team with no map control and disadvantage, and you have a sprinkler. So you have to do the worst case scenario, which is trying to get a kill on defense. That's why Letra is so difficult. It sucks at defense. So it's a very hard question to answer if Letra or Dark Tetra is better, because like there's so many advantages and disadvantages of each kit. But I will say Letra is more fun though. So like I try to play whenever I can. Actually, fuck it. Letra's better. Fuck it. It's just like that seed caster just makes so much for the weapon. So yeah, for now I might be wrong, but like in my opinion might change. But I feel like Tetra with seed caster is too good. Like it has so much potential on it. And now what I was gonna say is the reason I like Splatoon so much is because of this tragedy side to it. Of course, the mechanics and the movement and all that feels fucking amazing. Like,
Dude.
Hmm?
I wasn't paying attention. I thought you just said the straggedy side.
That's me. That's me.
that's oomph. But yeah, like, Fear My Hole is a crazy fucking name.
What? What's their name?
Fear My Hole. Bro, it's gonna shit. But
Hey,
yeah,
what about your hole?
Fear My Hole early. Meow.
You're going in the gospel for that one? Actually, no. I'm putting it in here so I can include the air roar.
Dude, I'm not real. But yeah, pretty much I like games that make me think fast, that's all. Yeah.
They just kite you and you can't follow them.
Oh my god, that was fucking nasty, dude. Holy shit, I'm clipping that. But